Well, howdy there, folks. My name is Anne. Sometimes I make mistakes, and this is a bit of an odd one. And this is a very potentially a mistake. Um, so, uh, welcome to Fallout. You can see up there it reads Tale of Two Wastelands. And you'd probably hear some very familiar opening music if you've played the Fallout games. Um, so why am I playing this? What is it? What is my intent with this, right? All good questions. Let's start with what is this? And to do that, we're going to talk a little bit about the history of, well, Fallout, right? In 2008, right, Fallout 3 released about 4 years after the last Fallout release, and about I don't know how long between Fallout 3 and Fallout 2, but about 4 years between Fallout Brotherhood of Steel and Fallout 3, right? Um, this game released, and that was back when games were still on physical discs for the most part, right? Which is how I have my copy of Fallout 3. Now, Fallout New Vegas, about 2 years later, released. And then about 5 years after that, Fallout 4. Shortly after that, right, Fallout 76, Fallout Shelter, and more recently, you know. Anyway, um, so you may know that it was only 2 years between Fallout New Vegas and Fallout 3. That's about the length of time that Fallout New Vegas had for development. So Fallout New Vegas and Fallout 3 are built on the same engine. And I mean that in the most literal way, right? Fallout New Vegas is a gutted, reskinned, and reorganized Fallout 3. In a sense, right? There's obviously quite a few different mechanical changes that happened between with Fallout New Vegas versus Fallout 3, right? But the point of the matter is they're literally on the same engine and they share some of the same data. In fact, you can go into the files for Fallout New Vegas and you can look through and you can find, oh, that's from the pit. That's from Mothership's data, right? That's from Broken Steel, the Tesla cannon, right? They didn't remodel it. That's like the laser rifle, right? Laser rifle, laser pistol, plasma rifle, right? They didn't remodel those. Gatling laser had some minor changes, right? But the point of the matter stands, right? There is a fair chunk of cut data inside of Fallout New Vegas that was cut because it was in Fallout 3. So what people have done is they have taken Fallout 3 and they've gone, okay, so here's what we would need to do in order to repair and fill in the missing files, and we can just port Fallout 3 to Fallout New Vegas. So that's what Tale of Two Wastelands is. Sort of. There's a bit more to it than that. And as we get into the game, we'll get into it. But that's the main point of the matter, right? Is that um uh, Fallout 3 is that it's Fallout 3 and Fallout New Vegas, and you can actually travel between the two, and you can play both in one game. So why am I using this? Well, I wanted to play Fallout 3. Like I said, my copy of Fallout 3 is on disc. It's specifically the Games for Windows Live GOTY Edition version of Fallout 3 on a DVD. Right. Actually, most of my Bethesda games going back are all on discs. My original Morrowind copy on disc, my original Oblivion copy on disc, my original Fallout copy on disc, right? So I want to go back and I want to play Fallout 3 because there's kind of a quick and dirty run through that I want to do with Fallout 3, and probably also Fallout New Vegas since it's there. And that is, I want to kill everyone I can kill, right? So that's the why of this, right? Is I want to kill everyone in the game. Now, I've gone ahead and installed a few quality of life mods. Nothing amazing. There's a mod called Just Sorted Mods, which I'm using to just add a couple of things that will be nice quality of life changes. You know, help it feel more modern. I've installed a weather mod. I've installed like a weather and a lighting mod to kind of bring the visuals back in line with more modern standards, right? And these are not complicated mods. It's a simple interior lighting overhaul and desert natural weathers. I've installed a couple of mods for dialogue because I may want to run through the game again, where I don't kill everybody at some point. It's just it's something that I have on my mind. Anyway, I've also installed some quality of life mods for me, like a mini map mod because I consistently get lost in Fallout 3, and I don't think I've ever found Iris Shack, and I can't kill her if I don't find her. I've installed a mod called Companions Command and Control with some stylistic modifications to it, right? Because again, that's a lovely quality of life mod, helps just kind of make the game more playable, right? And that's basically it. Like, I've installed their requirements, and then that's it. That's all I've installed. Like, this is the lightest mod list I've ever had because frankly I just kind of want to play Fallout 3. Because I do like Fallout 3. Like, Fallout 3 is my personal favorite Fallout. which I know may be surprising considering how much I've played Fallout 4 on this channel. Fallout New Vegas is probably my second least favorite Fallout, just before Fallout 2, right? Which I don't like for a number of reasons. Fallout 1 is higher up, right? Fallout 4 is higher up. Fallout 76 is somewhere in the middle. Brotherhood of Steel is somewhere in the middle, right? Fallout Shelter is somewhere in the middle, right? Again, I'm not saying that, like, hey, you know, your favorite game is terrible, right? It's just, I have my preferences. Besides, Fallout New Vegas and I have beef. Which is a funny thing to say about a game, but I do genuinely have problems with this game that stem from its repeated lack of functionality and me having paid actual money for it. When I buy a game, I expect it to work, and Fallout New Vegas kind of doesn't. And for as much as you may rag on something like Fallout 4 and Todd Howard, it just works, right? Fallout 4, Fallout 76, hell, even Fallout 3 for me just work, right? They just work. So all that to say, basically, you know, if this does stop abruptly, well, it's because of the Fallout New Vegas side of it, because Fallout New Vegas doesn't like me. Now, I'm hoping we can put our differences aside and sort of come to a mutually beneficial arrangement, but it is Fallout New Vegas. With that out of the way, I will be back, and I will be starting a brand new series of Tale of Two Wastelands.